guys, welcome to day 11 of the 100-day project. Today we're going to play with watercolor papers, and a few other little things. But before we move on, this is day 10. In case you missed it, the video's up. You're welcome to watch, share it with your friends. Hope you enjoy. The paper I'm using today is the Strathmore Watercolor 9x12 140 pound. That's a little heavier paper than I usually use, and it's only because that's what I grabbed out of my cabinet. It's just the thing that was on top. This will hold up real well to the water that I'm going to put down. The other thing we're going to use is washi tape. I have some washi tape I don't love, so I'm trying to use it up. One of the ways I like to use it up is to outline my paper to create a border. I've told you before in other videos I love to use frog tape. Well, on this particular one, I want a smaller tape on the side. Today, I don't know, it's just a mood thing, you know? It's not like I can really explain it. I don't know why I bothered to try. But anyway, I'm using this washi tape. And the one mistake I made a few videos ago was when I used washi tape, I heated it with my heat tool and the washi tape stuck to the paper. This paper is a much heavier paper. Hopefully it won't happen on this paper. Also, I'm going to be very careful not to heat this washi tape on the paper because I think it'll peel up fine if I am careful. Okay, that was a whole lot of words for that little thing. All right, the other thing I have is my watercolors, and these are cheap watercolors. This is just a kid's set. And the other one, I can't tell you the name of it. It's maybe Winsor Newton, I don't even know. It doesn't say anywhere on the case. I got this at Hobby Lobby years ago, and so there's no names, no nothing. And I didn't even know what the colors really look like. I'd forgotten because I don't use this very often. So I took the time this morning and I just drew a little square on my book here, and I put little white box so that I would know what this was from, and I just tested all the colors to see what the colors are. The colors are really pretty, aren't they? I'd forgotten what the colors look like because, like I said, I don't use it very often. In here they don't look as pretty as they do on here, so we'll probably use these today too. And if you are curious about this book, it's just this is still a little wet because I did that this morning. This is just, I don't even know. There's the name. I got it at Jerry's Artorama. I like the shape of it. I like the style of it. I just thought it'd be fun to play in. And what I've done with this book is just use it for testing swatches and playing. Like I would create some swatches here, tell myself the name, use some papers that had those colors in it. And same over here. This was just smushing some paint together just to see what they look like together. Same over here. I'll just do a little quick flip through for you so you can see. Gotta throw my flowers in, of course, you know. My dogs are barking at something. This is just playing. It has nothing to do with any of the colors over here. I don't know, just for fun. Something's outside they don't like. Same thing over here, just for fun. That's a hot mess. I actually did a painting of this. It's on my wall behind me that looks pretty much like this. I think it's pretty. I like it. It's cool, funky looking. This one's still yet to be done. Sometimes I have excess paint and I just throw it on this page and later come back and play with it. It kind of looks like a raging ocean or something. This looks like a poppy field to me in a way. This, I don't know, underwater, glasses are fogged, I don't know. And then this one, so I have another one of these books. I like playing in this book, it's fun. Okay, the other thing I might use today is, I probably will use them, my oil pastels that are the metallic kind. And I have some metallic markers here that I've had forever, and they still work. I got them out the other day and played with them, and I enjoyed them, so I'm going to use those. And I have some white Posca pens here. I'll use those. And some paintbrushes, just some round ones for watercoloring. I have this out. I don't know if I'll use it. It's just sitting here on my table, but I like it, and I might use it. And I think that's all. Maybe my heat tool, water. You should really clean your water. This was clean. I started off with clean water this morning. You should be really proud of me, but I played with those watercolors and now it's dirty. And I'm not gonna go clean it because I just don't want to. Oh, and my papers. My papers are all ready to go. And they are trimmed up. Okay, I'm gonna get started and I'm not gonna talk. I'm just gonna put it in fast because all I'm doing is taking a brush. This is my bigger brush. It's a size 20. And I'm going to put water on my brush, and I'm going to put water on my paper and get it sort of activated a little bit. Then I'm going to start putting some color down. And until I stop putting color down, there's nothing really to say. So I'm just going to choose colors I like and hope it works. All right, I'll be back here in a few minutes as soon as we're through with this part. Okay, that's what we have so far. I'm gonna let these dry. Actually, I'm gonna dry them with the heat tool a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna switch gears just a little bit. I'm gonna bring in more watercolor, but I mentioned that I might use this pink that was sitting here on my table. I didn't say I was gonna use India inks in the beginning of the video, but this is an India ink, but I am going to bring in my little India ink container. I'm gonna pull a few colors out, and I'm just gonna drop some drops on these and colors that I want, and then I might add some water to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing in the next little segment. If I switch to watercolor, I'll just hold the watercolor out and you'll be able to see that I've switched back over to watercolor. Okay, this is the first one that I've put the India ink on, and I love it so far. I'm gonna let this dry on its own a little bit. My husband brought me some coffee, so I'm gonna have that. And I'll just piddle around with the other two, and it's the same thing that I've been doing to this one, dropping India ink down, taking my brush, and putting a little water in, maybe spreading it around or splattering. And until I'm happy with the way these are going with the India inks, I'll stick with the India inks, and then I might move back to a little bit of watercolor. All right, so I'm gonna put this off to the side and bring in another one. This one here I'm not loving so much, so let's see if we can salvage that. I wanted to tell you real quick too, I have my water spray bottle nearby in case I want to spray instead of dribble with my brush. I'm gonna let these dry for a few minutes. This one has a puddle because the paper is warped a little bit, and it's gonna take a little while to dry. So I'm gonna work on these, getting them dry, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more. Kind of liking them. This one, still needs a little work. I can't leave well enough alone, so I'm gonna mess with this one a little bit more. It's not really dry, but I'm gonna mess with it anyway. Couldn't get worse because I don't really love it. Okay, now I'm gonna let these do some major drying. I've been gone a little while and I came back to check these and they still are not dry. I'm really liking this one now. Let's see, where's the other one? I love this one. I may not do any more watercolor or ink on this one. This is just so pretty the way it is, but I will bring in the markers and stuff on this one. So we'll see. When I get back, I'll decide. I'm gonna go have lunch, but I wanted to come peek at these real quick. This one is different because it's got a lot of the blue and the turquoise. I really like it though. I mean, it's, why do I want them all to look the same, right? If I was gonna work on one most, it would be this one. Maybe I should do something to it before I go, just so it's drying while I'm gone. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna wait until I come back, and these are completely dry. And then we'll make, oh, look at that hanging together. Oh my gosh. I just looked up in the monitor of the camera and wow, that's pretty to me. Wow. All right, guys, sorry, I'm wowing on my own stuff here. Sometimes I just really love the colors that I use, and other times it's like, this sucks so bad. But today it's not sucking so bad, at least not yet. It's not over. I still could ruin it. All right, I'm gonna go have lunch, and then this should be really dry, and then we can go on. All right, I am back from lunch, and these are dry enough to work with. This is where I get really nervous because I like these just the way they are, but I want to add more. This one especially. I really don't want to mess this one up, but I'm gonna go for it anyway, and if I mess it up, I mess it up. We're gonna work on this one first. I'm just gonna take a white Posca pen. I wish I could practice with pencil to see if I could get it right before I commit, but I think that would just mess me up. So I'm going to, all right, let me clear the space so I can think. Okay, I can think better now. All right. So I want to take a white Posca pen. There's two sizes here. One's bigger, one's thinner. I'll show you the difference. There's this one and this one. I'm going to take the thinner one, the smaller tip. And I'm going to doodle my little doodles here. Actually, you know what? Let's do the metallic first, because I would do the white over it, I think. I did some, a few weeks ago, I did something with watercolor and I used these, and I liked using the metallic pen and then white over it, so, and the metallic doesn't show up quite as dark. Let's do that. No, let's not. Let's go with white. All right. This is real, guys. This is really how I am. I'm not trying to make this funny. It's just I'm stuck. I don't want to mess it up. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. All right. I'm gonna do my funky doodles where I just don't hold the pen proper. I hold it odd and kind of just do what I want to do and hope for the best. That's what's gonna happen. All right, let's just do it. Maybe I should stand. Just go for it. Just go for it. Let's start with the stem. Maybe that will help me get started. No. I'm going to leave this part in for you guys. I want you to know that in advance. So, okay, I like that. I like that. Let's try the gold. Kind of like that too, but it doesn't show up very much, so we're gonna do the thicker white, and if I mess this one up, it's okay. We got two more. Should I let it dry? Nope, it's dry enough. Oh, I like that. There we go. I think we got it, guys. We got it. We got it. Whew, and I can breathe. Okay. We got it. All right, now this one. And we're not done yet, so don't go anywhere. Looks kind of like a world. All right, I like those. I like those very much. this one here. I don't want to mess this one up. I love this one. Good enough, good enough, good enough, good enough. Okay, okay. These are cute. All right, now I want to take my little oil pastels here, and I'm just going to put a little oil pastel on here. I think I'll use the gold. Oh, you know what I should have done first? I should have written my word on here. I want to write a word across here. Sometimes instead of making leaves, I'll just write words, and the words are kind of like my leaves. And because I didn't do that, I got to write over this oil pastel, and that's not what I really want to do. Okay, I know what I'm going to say. I'm going to start with this one. And because it was such an effort to try to proceed with these after I got colors I wanted, I had to be brave. So that's what I'm going to write. I'm going to write be brave right across here. You may not be able to read it because the way I like to write in my art is very unreadable. You can't read it. Maybe I should write it in gold first. And then go over it with black if I don't like it. I don't know. Okay, I've totally changed my mind. I'm going to write my name. I like to use L's in my work. My name starts with an L. I'm going to write it in gold first. Then I'm going to go over it with black. And then we're going to do some black splatters. And I might write my name twice. Just depends on how big I get it. And it's not going to be very legible. And I'm going to hold my pen, not like this, but as usual, funky. Aha! Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. Ooh, I love that. I'm gonna not outline in black. I'm gonna go ahead and put black splatters on so it can be drying, and then I'll see if I need to do anything more. I'm just gonna use black India ink. I'm not gonna mix my paint and water mixture that I usually do. And let's start with this one. I'm gonna take my little brush, stick it in the ink. The only thing I might do is add some white splatters in there. I'm not sure. And the other thing I could do is take my white India ink and go around my white marks here and make it darker and bring it out more. I don't think I want to. I think I like this the way it is. So let me finish these and then we'll decide what else to do, if anything. Okay, I've got my ink on now. I'm gonna let it dry, and I might put some white on here, but I don't know for sure. We're gonna peel off our tape and look at it and see what we think. Start with this one here. Okay, there's our watercolors without the tape. Tape didn't want to come up, so I had to lose most of it. That's okay, I didn't like that tape anyway. All right, so now I just need to decide, do I want white splatters? Yes, I do. Do I want to go over my white marks with a deeper white? No, I don't. Do I want to write on my leaves here with black? No, I don't think so. So what I want to do is take the white India ink and we will put some white splatters on here, and hopefully we'll like those as well. I think I will. It's mostly for the flower. Let me dry that real quick. Okay, I could keep fiddling with these, but I think I'm gonna stop. I'm very happy with the way they turned out. They're different, they're unique, they're not like a normal watercolor. So I love it. And I've got my little frame here, my little testy frame to look at them in that. so that you can see what it'll look like in a frame if you are interested. And remember, you can change this any color you want. I just happen to have this color. I need to get a bunch of colors on hand to try. I think this would look really pretty with a black frame. But I also like this one. That's what white would look like if you turn it around and do the other side. I think I would use the white frame versus the off-white. I don't know. They both look okay. There's that one. And then there's this one. I actually might frame these because I really like these. Okay, that's it for today. I hope you get out your watercolors and your inks and just give it a try. It's really fun. It's a lot of just blobbing colors together until you get something you like, putting some lines in, and you're done. I'm going to show you the ones I did a few weeks ago where I played around with ink. There's this one. These are on a lighter paper. This was just play. All of it's play, but it's different. They're not the same. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I will see you tomorrow for day 12. Bye-bye.